Very, very quickly. What you must understand, if that was all I came to tell you, is that you are a kingdom person, not an earthly person. You are a person of a kingdom who is on an assignment in another kingdom. It is like the ambassador of America in Nigeria. He is in Nigeria, but Nigeria. He is in Nigeria, but not of Nigeria. By the time you step into his house in the via wherever they live here, or you step into their house in Abuja, in Maitama, by the time you cross the gate, even though you are in Nigeria, you have entered America. You have stepped into another country. The conditions of America apply within that embassy. Am I communicating at all? When they want to pay him, they don't pay him in naira, they pay him in his currency, because even though he is in Nigeria, he is not of Nigeria. The laws of his kingdom apply to him here. That is how we are. Even though we are on the earth, we are not of the earth. We are not permitted to be limited by the laws of this earth. We are not permitted to be restricted and restrained. We are of another kingdom, and we have a temporary assignment in this kingdom. I want your mind to be revolutionized. I want there to be a radicalization of your mentality, so you begin to function differently. Anybody who has the same mother and father with you, who is not of your kingdom, is not a part of your experience. Am I at all? One day I told God's man, Papa Oyedepo, I said, the place where I come from, there are not many people who go very far ministerially. Some are cut short before their time in premature death, and all manner of those kind of things. And I said, pray for me, sir. I do not want that kind of experience. And he told me, he said, you are not from there. You are not from there. You don't belong there. You didn't come from there. Yeah, that place was only a port of arrival. You don't belong to the airport where you arrived. Hey! 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 Will you stand up on your feet and help me tell 5 people you are not from here? You are not from here. You are not from here. You are not from here. You are not from Nigeria. You are not from Lagos. You are not from Osun State. You are not from Ogun State. You are not from here. You were only assembled here. Somebody shout the loudest amen. You were packaged in heaven, deployed from eternity, arrived through the vehicle of your parents to the port of your entry. That was your arrival port. Your village was your arrival port. Your nation was your arrival station. Your origin is different. And by the time you are through from the arrival portion and you finish your assignment, you return back to where you came from. John Wesley said, I am a spirit come from heaven, come from God and returning back to God. He said, I'm just passing through time, and after a short while I return back to where I came from. Are you hearing what I'm saying here? If you understand what I'm saying, you won't allow any of the forces of this earth or this kingdom to hold you down, to tie you down, to limit your destiny. You will function with a different kind of mindset. That is why when Christians want to live like unbelievers, it's an abomination. When you want to do business like they do business, it's an abomination. It's strange. It's a strangeness, a misunderstanding of your identity. It's an abomination of existence. You don't belong here. Is God speaking to somebody here? Look at your neighbor and say, I'm a kingdom person. Now, take your seat and let us go. Now, as a kingdom person, There are 4 or 5 things that must go with kingdom people in order for them to establish the kingdom. Number 1, kingdom principles. Kingdom people are made from kingdom principles. Kingdom principles. Kingdom principles. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and in verse 2 and in verse 1 all the way to verse 2, it said, and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all the nations of the earth. You are from somewhere else. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord your God. So the kingdom has principles, it has laws, it has rules that govern the kingdom. You don't go to America and you see many people who drive in Nigeria, they don't pass driving tests there. Do you understand what I'm talking about? One Canadian came to Nigeria sometime back in Abuja, and the driver was carrying him. And by the time he saw the driver, he told him, he said, if you are in Canada, you are in jail right now. You are in jail since. Do you understand what I'm talking about? There are laws that govern the kingdom. There are kingdoms that are lawless kingdoms. In some of our African countries, they are practically lawless. But this kingdom is a kingdom of rules, a kingdom of principles. You look at that also in the book of Exodus chapter 19 and in verse 5. Look at what God told the children of Israel when he was trying to say, now therefore, if you will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all the people, for all the earth is mine. In Exodus 27 and in verse 28. Exodus 27 and in verse 28.